On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Multicultural.
Relating to or characterized by several cultures, equals beliefs, languages, customs, traditions, etc.
Examples:
Multicultural society. Multicultural education. The school is known for its multicultural student body.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Racial.
Of or related to the race, equals classification of humans into groups based on physical traits or social relations.
Examples:
Racial prejudice. Racial and ethnic backgrounds. A minor racial conflict later led to a civil war.
Blast.
Explosion, or a strong current of air, usually caused by an explosion, a sudden, thunderous noise.
Examples:
A blast of wind. An icy blast. The blast shattered the laboratory equipment.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Jewish.
Of or related to people whose traditional religion is Judaism.
Examples:
Jewish history. Jewish culture. My friend is a Jewish woman who celebrates Hanukkah every year.
Intrigue.
To make someone interested, especially by being strange, unusual, or mysterious, to make a secret plan with other people to harm someone.
Examples:
Intrigue him. Intrigue against his rival. The artist's innovative style of work intrigues me.
Interfaith.
Relating to or involving people of different religious faiths.
Examples:
An interfaith marriage. Interfaith goodwill. The tolerance of the leaders of each religion made interfaith dialogue possible.
Guilt.
The fact of having committed something illegal, the negative feelings caused by believing or knowing that you have done something wrong.
Examples:
Criminal guilt. Feeling of guilt. Shame and guilt have significant social influences.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Immerse.
To become fully involved in a particular activity, to dip or submerge in a liquid, especially so that they or it are entirely covered.
Examples:
Immerse the cloth in the dye. Completely immerse the ingredient. He immersed himself in his research.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Loose.
Not securely fixed or fastened in place or able to be detached or separated from something.
Examples:
A loose tongue. Remove loose hair. The inspector discovered loose bolts under the fuel rods.
Inhabit.
To live in a specific location, to reside.
Examples:
Inhabit a cave. Inhabit the stomach. I have no idea what sort of folks inhabit the neighborhood.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Frightening.
Causing fear or alarm, or very surprising and alarming.
Examples:
Cast frightening eyes. Frightening experience. The news of the pandemic was a frightening reminder of the fragility of human health.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Outcome.
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Terrifying.
Very frightening or intimidating.
Examples:
Terrifying experience. Terrifying events. Large earthquakes often generate terrifying tsunamis.
Pants.
An item of clothing that covers the lower part of the body and each leg separately, typically with a waistband and two legs.
Examples:
woolly pants. Pajama pants. I always wear pants when I go outside, even in the summer.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples.
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Headache.
Pain in the head, someone or something that causes anxiety or trouble.
Examples.
Headache accompanied by fever. Bit of a headache. This pill will relieve your headaches immediately.
Chip.
A small fragment of something broken off from the whole, a long and thin piece of potato fried in oil or fat.
Examples.
A chip of wood. I don't care a chip. We can use this campaign as a bargaining chip in the negotiations.
Implant.
To insert or fix an artificial device in a person's body, to put an idea, attitude, etc., firmly in the mind.
Examples.
Implant genes in the animals. Implant into the uterus. The doctor will implant a pacemaker to regulate his heart rate.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples.
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Frank.
Honest and sincere, open and candid in expression.
Examples.
Frank and open discussion. Make a frank apology. Full involvement means frank and prompt responses.
Offense.
An illegal act, a feeling of anger caused by a perceived insult to or disregard for oneself, the action of attacking an enemy.
Examples.
Minor traffic offenses. A first offense. Parental indifference to their children leads to juvenile offenses.
Boring.
Lacking interest or excitement, tedious or dull.
Examples.
Boring work. Boring day. The lecture was so boring that many people fell asleep.
Reproduce.
To make a copy of something such as a picture, piece of text, music, etc., to produce offspring through a sexual or asexual process.
Examples.
Reproduce the painting. Reproduce by myself. By dividing and creating copies of themselves, bacteria reproduce.
Asexual.
Lacking sexual organs or characteristics, not involving or characterized by sexual activity, neither male nor female in gender identity, not operating in a sexual manner or with sexual connotations.
Examples.
Asexual community. Asexual individual. Asexual reproduction is a common trait found in certain species of plants and animals.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Acknowledge.
To accept or admit the existence, reality, or truth of something. To accept that someone or something has a particular authority or quality. To express obligation, thanks, or gratitude for someone's help, commitment, etc.
Examples:
Acknowledge the deed. Acknowledge his help. He never acknowledged his fault.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Latina.
A female person of Latin American origin or descent, a term used to refer to women from Latin American countries or with Latin American heritage.
Examples:
Latina community. Latina actress. She is the first Latina senator in the country's history.
Appreciate.
To value and acknowledge the worth of someone or something, to be grateful for something or someone.
Examples:
Appreciate her feedback. Appreciate the value. We would appreciate an early reply.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Affirmation.
A statement declaring something to be true strongly.
Examples:
Self-affirmation. Statement of affirmation. The affirmation from her boss gave her the confidence she needed to move forward with her project.
Unbelievable.
Beyond belief or understanding and extremely surprising.
Examples:
Unbelievable beauty. Cause unbelievable damage. He drinks an unbelievable amount of beer.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Podium.
A raised platform or stand that is used for delivering speeches, conducting meetings, or presenting awards.
Examples:
Win a podium position. Podium finisher. The speaker stood confidently on the podium while delivering their speech.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Church.
A building or institution dedicated to religious worship or activities, a Christian religious organization or denomination.
Examples:
Church bell. Small church. The church on the corner is hosting a free community meal tonight.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal, a systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective, a method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Consent.
Permission or agreement to do something, especially given by somebody in authority.
Examples:
Consent for surgery. Give silent consent. She gave her consent to the company's proposal.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Microphone.
A device that converts sound into an electrical signal used for recording sounds or making the voice louder.
Examples:
Microphone cable. Built-in microphone. The interviewer asked him to speak into the microphone.
MC.
A short for MC, a master of ceremonies, who introduces speakers, performers, or entertainers and keeps the event moving smoothly. Verb: to act as the master of ceremonies or a host of an event, typically by introducing performers, speakers, or other participants and helping to keep the event organized and flowing smoothly.
Examples:
Talented MC. MC a wedding. The radio show MC interviewed the celebrity guest about their latest project.
Bet.
To risk money on the result of an event or a competition, such as a race or game, to get more money, to have faith or confidence in something.
Examples:
Bet on a race. Bet my future. I bet that you know it.
Dope.
A slang term for drugs, typically illegal ones, any thick liquid or paste-like substance, information or news, especially if thought to be confidential.
Examples:
Dope scandal. Smoking dope. He was arrested for possessing illegal dope.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
A random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
Hell.
The place thought to be where bad people go and are punished after death, often depicted as being located beneath the earth, an extraordinarily unpleasant or difficult place.
Examples:
Run like hell. Hell broke loose. The battlefield became hell on earth.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Frisk.
To search for someone or something in a quick, lively manner, often to discover something hidden or suspicious, to frolic or skip about in a lively or playful manner.
Examples:
Frisk around the yard. Frisk his pockets. The security guard stopped and frisked the suspicious-looking person at the entrance to the building.
Interrogate.
To examine someone with questions over a lengthy period of time, especially in an aggressive manner.
Examples:
Interrogate an enemy soldier. Interrogated by police. The lawyer spent a considerable time to adequately interrogate the witness.
What not?
Unspecified or unimportant objects, things, or details, miscellaneous items or things, a small, open shelving unit or stand used for displaying various objects or curios.
Examples:
Books and whatnot. Clothes and whatnot. I need to pick up some groceries, toiletries, and whatnot at the store.
Catalog.
A complete list of items, often including technical details and prices.
Examples:
A classified catalog. Catalog card. She used the online catalog to find the perfect pair of earrings for her sister's birthday.
Piracy.
The unauthorized use or reproduction of someone else's work, such as a book, song, or movie, the act of attacking or robbing ships at sea.
Examples:
Software piracy. Piracy on the high seas. Music piracy is a serious problem that negatively impacts the livelihoods of artists and the music industry.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Sustainable.
Able to continue or be continued for a long time.
Examples:
Sustainable alternative fuel. Principles of sustainable development. The government should do more to support environmentally sustainable agriculture.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Sustain.
To supply enough of what somebody or something needs in order to survive or exist, to accept as valid.
Examples:
Sustain a good relationship with him. Sustain a wellness lifestyle. She struggled to sustain the children's reading habits.
Holler.
To shout or call out loudly and forcefully, often to get someone's attention or convey a message.
Examples:
Holler out his frustration. Holler for help. The kids love to holler at the echoing mountains during our summer trips.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Slave.
A person who is either legally or illegally owned by someone, a person entirely dominated by some influence or a person.
Examples:
A slave of drink. A slave trader. You should work hard, but not be a slave to it.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples.
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples.
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Starve.
To suffer or die from lack of food. To cause someone or something to suffer or die from lack of food, to deprive something of necessary nourishment or sustenance.
Examples.
Starve for a victory. Starve to death. If you don't eat soon, you're going to starve.
Optimism.
A feeling or the belief that good things will happen, or the quality of being full of hope and emphasizing the positive aspects of a situation.
Examples.
Sense of optimism. Political optimism. There is considerable optimism that the economy will recover soon.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts. Noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples.
Crack an eggshell. A crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples.
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Feminist.
Describing a belief in and advocacy for achieving gender equality in social, political, and economic spheres, advocating for the rights and empowerment of women. Noun, a person who believes in and advocates for gender equality between men and women.
Examples.
Feminist movement. Feminist perspective. The feminist ideals of inclusivity and diversity are important in creating a more just and equal world.
Feminism.
The belief in and advocacy of equal rights, opportunities, and treatment for all genders, particularly women, and the recognition of the systematic and cultural oppression of women in society.
Examples.
Radical feminism. Liberal feminism. She is a strong advocate for feminism and works tirelessly for women's rights.
Vital.
Necessary for the success or continued existence of something.
Examples.
Play a vital role. Vital for a healthy society. Perseverance and optimism are vital to success.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples.
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Fishery.
An area of water where fish are caught in large quantities for living, a business or practice of catching and selling fish.
Examples.
Fishery management. Commercial fishery. The majority of the people on the island are fishery folk.
Kaftan.
Also kaftan, a loose-fitting, long, and flowing garment, typically made of lightweight fabric with wide sleeves, worn by both men and women, often associated with Middle Eastern or North African traditional dress.
Examples.
Flowy kaftan. Silk kaftan. She wore a beautiful kaftan for the beach party, reflecting her vibrant personality.
Restriction.
A limitation or constraint placed on something, or the act of limiting or constraining something.
Examples.
Nutritional restriction. Restriction on trade. The restriction on travel during the pandemic made it difficult for people to see their loved ones.
Strict.
Strongly limiting someone's freedom, allowing no deviation from a standard, rule, belief, etc.
Examples.
Strict compliance regime. In strict secrecy. Too strict a regulation for the private sector will stifle innovation.
Ridiculous.
Very silly or unreasonable and deserving to be laughed at.
Examples.
A ridiculous amount of money. A ridiculous suggestion. Everyone regarded the theory he advocated as ridiculous, but was later proven correct.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples.
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples.
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Bald.
Having no hair on the head, having a smooth, shiny scalp with no hair.
Examples.
Bald head. Become bald. He is completely bald, having lost all his hair due to chemotherapy.
Orderly.
Clean or organized in a neat, careful, and logical way.
Examples.
Orderly and fair market. orderly manner. The elections were handled in a timely and orderly manner.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Attractive.
Immensely appealing in look or sound, having characteristics or qualities that make something appealing and valuable.
Examples:
Attractive men. Attractive opportunity. The growth of the sharing economy is attractive for tech companies.
Melt.
To turn from something solid into something soft or liquid as a result of heating.
Examples:
Melt the ice. Melt down gold. Her resistance melted under his persuasion.
Disappear.
To cease to exist or be visible.
Examples:
Disappear without a trace. Disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Poison.
A substance that can cause illness, injury, or death when ingested, inhaled, or absorbed through the skin, something harmful, malicious, or toxic, the act of damaging or ruining a relationship. Verb, to introduce a substance into something or someone harmful and potentially deadly.
Examples:
Poison ivy. Poison bilateral relations. The plant's leaves contain a deadly poison that can cause hallucinations and seizures.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples.
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples.
The diversity policy of the university. Lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples.
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Redress.
To correct an error, a fault, or something bad.
Examples.
Redress a person. Redress gender disparities. That monk tried to redress wrongs in his kingdom in a nonviolent manner.
Uncomfortable.
Providing or feeling physical discomfort or slight pain.
Examples.
An uncomfortable silence. With an uncomfortable face. His abusive words made me uncomfortable.
Diet.
The food and drink that a person, animal, or community eats and drinks regularly, a legislative assembly in certain countries, for example, Japan.
Examples.
Eat a vegetarian diet. Diet approval. A balanced diet is more important for health than supplements.
Tease.
To make fun of someone or make jokes about them, either in a playful way or to upset them. To separate the fibers of something. To ruffle a person's or animal's hair by combing.
Examples.
Tease the children. Tease wool. This ad is intended to tease a competing product.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples.
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Sake.
Purpose, reason for wanting something done.
Examples.
For your own sake. For the sake of argument. He got a new job for the sake of his family.
Miserable.
Very unhappy, uncomfortable, or unpleasant, causing great distress or suffering.
Examples.
Miserable weather. Miserable experience. She felt miserable after her dog passed away.
Dental.
Of or relating to teeth.
Examples:
Dental hygiene. Dental care. I have a dental appointment at 2 p.m. to get my teeth cleaned.
Calorie.
Unit of heat defined as the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius at atmospheric pressure, used by nutritionists to measure how much energy food will produce.
Examples:
Calorie calculation. Reduce my calorie intake. It would be best if you burned off calories through vigorous exercise.
Homeless.
Without a home, and therefore typically living on the streets.
Examples:
Homeless shelter. A homeless cat. He became homeless after losing his job.
Virtual.
Being actually such in almost every respect, existing in essence or effect, though not an actual fact.
Examples:
A virtual image. Trading of virtual currencies. She is the virtual president of the company.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
Influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.